Are pre-existing conditions covered under workers' compensation in PA? Many Pennsylvania workers have aches, injuries, or diseases before they ever clock in for a shift. If your job duties make those conditions worse, you might worry that workers' compensation will not help you. Pennsylvania law follows an aggravation rule, under which employers must take workers as they are, including vulnerabilities and pre-existing ailments. Section 301, c. 1, of the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act authorizes benefits when a work incident aggravates, accelerates, or reactivates a prior condition. In practice, this means you can recover benefits if lifting, repetitive motions, exposure to fumes, or a sudden accident materially worsen your health. The legal standard asks whether your job duties made the condition worse than it would have been without the work incident. Insurers often fight these claims, arguing that your disability stems entirely from the original health problem rather than any workplace aggravation. A knowledgeable attorney knows how to connect worsening symptoms to specific tasks or incidents and present medical evidence that satisfies Pennsylvania judges. Answering the title's question, pre-existing conditions can indeed be covered when you prove the work injury aggravated your prior condition. Medical documentation is the cornerstone of these cases, because the judge must see objective proof that your condition changed after the workplace incident. Your treating physician should show that your condition was stable or mild before the incident and worsened afterward, explaining how work accelerated the disease or caused new symptoms. Insurers may claim that your disability is merely a continuation of the pre-existing condition or that it would have worsened naturally. Delays in reporting or treatment allow insurers to argue that non-work activities caused the decline. You can counter these arguments by showing a material change in symptoms after the work incident, explaining any reporting delays, and demonstrating that work was a substantial contributing factor even if other causes existed. Pre-existing conditions commonly involved in Pennsylvania claims include degenerative spine problems, arthritic joints, cardiovascular disease, respiratory disorders, and psychological conditions. If a workplace accident or exposure triggers severe pain, nerve compression, inflammation, asthma, or other symptoms beyond what you experienced before, the aggravation may qualify for benefits. Pennsylvania generally does not reduce benefits through apportionment, though insurers sometimes argue that impairment comes solely from the underlying condition. When you prove work-related aggravation, you can receive wage loss benefits that replace part of your earnings if you cannot work or must work in a lower-paying position. Pennsylvania workers' compensation also pays for all reasonable and necessary medical treatment related to the work injury, including treatment required because the workplace incident worsened your condition. Under Section 311 of the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act, you must notify your employer as soon as possible, preferably within 21 days, and no later than 120 days, or risk losing benefits. To protect your rights, document new or worsened symptoms, report them promptly to supervisors, and seek medical evaluation so a doctor can connect the aggravation to your job. It is not enough to tell your employer you have a pre-existing condition. You must explain how a specific work incident made the condition worse. A seasoned workers' compensation lawyer can gather medical evidence, meet notice requirements, and counter insurer arguments to secure the benefits you deserve. A dedicated attorney will coordinate with physicians, prepare testimony, and advocate for you at hearings, ensuring that the aggravation of your pre-existing condition is properly documented under Pennsylvania law. The law firm you choose matters because experience with these claims can mean the difference between denied and approved benefits. Luxenberg Garbett Kelly George P.C., a respected law firm, helps injured workers in Lawrence County, Butler County, Beaver County, and Allegheny County prove that work aggravated their pre-existing conditions and obtain full compensation. This law firm's workers' compensation lawyers stand ready to answer your questions, review your case, and fight for your rights. For a free consultation, contact Luxenberg Garbett Kelly George P.C. at 724-658-8535 or visit them at 315 North Mercer Street, Newcastle, Pennsylvania, 16101, United States.